Hi guys, welcome back to another video for Cool Stuff with Judah, and today I'm going to show my Disney trip. I took it a couple months ago, and I'm going to make a YouTube video because at the time I didn't have a YouTube channel. So please make sure to subscribe, and let's get on to the video. So this is my Disney trip by me, Cool Stuff with Judah. So this is me before we left. I don't really know. Okay, we had to do a lot of packing. We have 3 large suitcases and 3 carry-ons for the airplane. We stayed at a hotel in Pittsburgh. As you can see, we were watching baseball at the time. I really like baseball. I built a pillow fort at the hotel. Mickey said hi. He wishes he could give you a hug. We rode a shuttle to the airport. We got to the airport and went through the security. So this may be a little sus because at the time I didn't know this would ever become the YouTube video. This is just me reacting to it basically. We rode in a subway and this was going to the airport, and we are about to head off. There was a Franco Harris statue at the airport, and our airplane was on time, thankfully. We had to wait 2 hours for our plane to arrive. It was very boring because, I didn't have, anything really to do. So I really just did my homework, or, my work I had to make up anyways. So basically, yeah, it was boring. And then 2 hours later, I'm just on the floor. That was actually just for a picture. I wasn't actually sleeping, but after a long 2 hours, our plane arrived, and this is the plane. We got above the clouds, and that isn't a very good picture. I actually had better ones, but forgot to put them on the slideshow. My ears hurt, and they were ringing, so I had gum. Yeah. The plane took about 1 hour and 45 minutes, I'd say. That's how long it usually takes to get to Florida from here. I got to learn about airplane safety. We rode, the airport was in Pittsburgh, so we had to drive a little bit to get there. We're in our next hotel. So it was a decent one. My dad is looking at the rides on his phone. We were going through the rides. We've been there this was the 4th time going to Disney. I'm very lucky that we get to go a lot actually. So we forgot about some of the rides, so we were just looking at the rides and seeing which we wanted to do. There are lots of palm trees because we were in Florida. I forgot to say we arrived, but we did. Maybe I did. But anyways, I am ready to go to Disney. Woot woot! This is our first day. We drove to the parking lot and rode a tram to the monorail. I'm not sure if I spelled monorail correctly, but we got to the monorail and we are heading to Magic Kingdom, I'm pretty sure. Yeah, we got to Magic Kingdom, and that is Walt Disney, I'm pretty sure, next to Minnie Mouse. And you can see the castle in the background and those shops and stuff. And we saw the castle. It was raining the first day, but I bet people can relate to going into Disney with shorts and short sleeves and then leaving with a sweatshirt and pants. Yeah, that's what it looked like for us. At the morning it was hot out and you had to put on sunscreen, and then at night it was chilly and you had to put on a jacket and stuff. So we saw Buzz Lightyear, and actually I'm pretty sure it's either a robot or someone was in there because it was moving around. Yeah, I'm guessing because it's probably one of the characters. I got to see a lot of characters. Stay tuned for that. We rode the Carousel of Progress, so if you go to Magic Kingdom, I would suggest that one because it says every decade how much homes improve. Back then when you had to use this special thing, I don't know, to nowadays where it's like a VR headset. I don't even know. We rode our first roller coaster, the Barnstormer. That one's a pretty one, or like if you're just 8 and are scared to ride like a big roller coaster because you're afraid of might getting like sick, because sometimes like it's not very good to ride a big roller coaster right after you just ate. So I usually, after I eat, ride the little ones and then make my way up to the big ones. There's not really any big ones at Disney, cause yeah. We rode Dumbo. I met Goofy and got his autograph. This was like the carnival where they're like characters, like the Great Goofini. That's what GG stands for that. And then there was Donald, the mind reading person. And Donald, yeah, the snake charmer. So he was taming the snakes, I'm guessing. We watched the parade. By the way, that was my autograph book right there. We watched the parade. There's Mickey waving and Goofy and Donald and Daisy. We rode a lot of other rides and roller coasters, but no pictures of them. I don't know why, but yeah. We went through the Swiss Family Treehouse. That was pretty interesting. We rode the Jungle Cruise. That was actually pretty interesting. It seemed kind of realistic at the same time. We watched the Country Bear Jamboree. That one's a classic. We watched the Mickey's Harmonic with 3D glasses. That was epic. Although there was a person with a pretty big head in front of me, so I had to try to look over them. But other than that, I had a really good time watching that. It's like really cool. I'd suggest it if you go to Disney. We rode a shooting game called Buzz Lightyear Spin. The time before that, we rode it like 4 times. I just love that. But I lost the time we went because it was kind of a long line, so we only did it once. So this is the castle at night. It like lights up. It was really cool. We watched the fireworks. They had fireworks. The castle changed colors. And usually, if it wasn't for the rain delay or the weather delay, Cinderella comes out from the top and rides down the zip line. We rode It's a Small World after all. We went to the Hall of Presidents and found this. We had Thomas Jefferson's clock, George Washington's plate, George Washington's shoe thingamabobbers. I was tired, so I felt sick. I don't know why. It was just, I don't know. I don't think it was because I was tired. I think it was just because, I don't even know why, because it just happens. I just randomly start not feeling good at like the worst times. So yeah. But I pushed it and rode a big roller coaster anyways. At that time, I was more dramatic than it really was. It wasn't that big, but... And then after that, I felt worse. Now, if I probably rode it, I wouldn't care, but still told myself that I'm strong and pushed through and rode an adult-suggested roller coaster. I don't know why they'd have Disney. It literally said that on the speakers, but I doubt that's true. It was Space Mountain. Like, it is... I don't even know. I was, like... kind of wimpy at the time. It was actually fun. I liked it, but now I think I'd enjoy it more now that I like roller coasters more and not as scared of them. It is a high-speed, turbulent roller coaster that makes it seem like you launched into space. So I'll support that it seems like you launched into space. I've always wanted to be an astronaut and go like into space. But it wasn't like in a way that it's fun at the same time. I really enjoyed it. If I wasn't like not feeling good, like even before the ride, I'd like it. And after that we got off and I felt terrible. I actually didn't. The only reason I said that was because I had to do it in front of the class, because we did like a slideshow or something and I presented it to the class and we went back to the hotel. And And so I didn't feel terrible. I just wanted to make it like, oh, to all the classmates be like more suspenseful because I was guessing that people would get bored of it, and so I wanted to make it seem more suspenseful. But now I'm just here to tell you I didn't feel that bad. And I am still alive. I don't know why I wouldn't be, but I mean, yeah. And before we went back to hotel, we surprisingly found Mickey Mouse. We were looking for him, and that was where he left. He was about to leave because it was nighttime, and so we found him. And yeah, we were actually trying to get these pictures, but we just happened to come across Mickey. I don't know why it's surprising, but because he's all over the place. But we also rode the Seven Dwarf Mine Train and the Mountain Coaster. I really like the Mountain Coaster. And we rode the Seven Dwarf Mine Train. That one's my favorite thing and my favorite ride in Magic Kingdom. My two favorite rides are the Seven Dwarf Mine Train and that Carousel of Progress. Day 3. This is already day 3. Okay. I thought it was day 2, but we played mini golf and I won, obviously. We walked by a Lego store and saw Star Wars characters made out of Legos. So I think that day, we went to Spring something, that place. But that, I can't imagine how long that took. We have, those characters, and there was a dragon made out of Legos. That was actually really cool because I don't know how they made it and put it in there, but somehow they did. We ate at Rainforest Cafe, really good restaurant, and then there's like this part where it seems like the weather changed and then there's these animals, but it was kind of odd because like there was this gorilla looking at me the whole time and it was kind of weird. I literally switched spots and it turned its head and looked at me and it was kind of odd. I don't know why, but I think it's just the angle. Any angle you sit, it just makes it seem like he's looking at you. I don't think he actually turned his head, but it just looked like everywhere I sat he was looking at me. So we watched Circus Soleil. I don't know how you pronounce it. I just said that because that's what my parents said. It was good. There was this floating pillow. I'm still curious of how that worked. We went inside a few Star Wars stores and bought these pins. I had like this pin necklace that we like collected the pins at the shop that I like, and I got some pins. I got a lot actually. Wait, here it is. This right here. This is it. I got a lot. I got the Cantina band. Where's the camera? I got the Cantina band, the Mickey Mouse person. We got Darth Vader. That's in the picture, I think. Yeah. And Yoda. We got, let's see what's not in the picture. Oh yeah, we got this one. Yeah, and a couple others. Actually a lot others, but yeah. That was fun to collect. We went to Disney World with my mom and dad. I don't know who else we'd go with because those were the only people that went with me. But yeah, we went to Disney with my... Wait, what are we talking about? I don't know. Maybe that was supposed to be the beginning and it just happened to be in the middle. We went to Disney to have fun and get sunshine. Oh, yeah, because in the assignment we had to write why we were going to Disney and who we were going with. Now I get it. Okay. Oh, day 3, but it was just day 3. Okay, that's okay. Well, anyways, because we had this chart and like every day this is what we had to put in there. We are on our way to Epcot, fun place. This is the outside of our hotel. Comfort Inn, it looks like. We saw the big golf ball. I don't know why. It just looks like a golf ball. And I always imagined if there was a huge Mickey that hit the golf ball. but I don't actually know what it's called. Comment down below if you know what that's called. But for now, I'll just call it the big, hey, there's the big golf ball going by it. We were in line for test track for about 45 minutes, and it was almost our turn when the ride broke down. But then we realized that, like, when you're in line and you think you're about to go, like, on the ride, there's, like, this whole big room that you have to go through again. But most of the rides are worth it because they're really fun rides at Disney. I was mad. I was, but now I'm just not understanding why. But 45 minutes is a while to wait. We ate at Space 220 and it was so cool. I am telling you, if you ever go to Epcot and you are willing to spend a decent amount of money, because it was pretty expensive, but I'd say it's definitely worth it, because you shoot up in a rocket and then you look down and there's this simulator that seems like you're going up, but you're actually not. And then when you get into the restaurant, it seems like you're literally in the space station. And if you get to eat, I don't really want to spoil it that much. That's why we only took 2 pictures and didn't put in the ones of the side, what it looked like, because I don't want to spoil anything. But if you ever go, I'd suggest it, totally, if you want to eat somewhere nice. It looks like you launched into space and you ate on the space station. Yeah, that was pretty cool. But the whole room looked like that pretty much. We rode Figment's 5 Senses ride. I don't know why there's that arrow thing, but it is the 5 Senses ride. You probably know if you've been there. I met Mickey and Goofy. We saw Pooh. It's odd to say, but we rode Living with the Land. And it's basically, if you don't know what that is, it talks about plants and how farmers grow things. It's pretty interesting. All the rides are fun. I would not suggest anything. But we watched 3 Disney short films. That was all in one, theater thing that it came with. We did a talk with Crush, and after saw a hammerhead shark. I'm curious how they, set up it. So, they look, it's like a TV, and it looks around and say, I want you, what's your name? And then they say their name, and they're like, oh, hi, and then their name. And I don't know how they, there has to be someone that, speaks him, but I don't know how, though. We rode Ratatouille with 3D glasses, and it was awesome. It had the point of view, if you were the mouse and running around a kitchen, what people were trying to hit you with a broom and this stuff flew out at you. It was fun. We rode Frozen Ever After. The golf ball lighted up at night. It was cool, but every time you tried to take a picture, it was all blurry. But in real life, it's a lot cooler. I rode the biggest ride at Epcot. It was called Guardians of the Galaxy, and it was epic. You went around a huge hill backwards and suddenly whooshed down another big hill and went into a curve that felt like a double loop. Okay, maybe it's not that dramatic, but it was, it was in a way, Space Mountain. I really because, everyone that goes to Epcot, as long as it's not a huge line like it was for us, because it was, I don't know. I think there's always a big hit or a big line to go there, but a huge line. But I'd say it's worth it, cause it was going so fast that the air was pushing back on your face. So if it's a hot day and you want a nice breeze in your face, I'd suggest riding that ride because there's lots of air going in your face. My mom was screaming on that ride because, yeah, it went backwards. You think you're gonna go forward, and then it turns around real quick and shoots yourself backwards, and then it does this loop. I think it was all backwards. Well, not all of it, but the hill that goes around it, like it made you not know like where, like if you're like going around in a loop, but I think what it was is like that, and it went around, but like since you're sideways it seems like it's a loop, but it actually just goes around 2 times, which was really cool, a cool experience if you ever rode the double dip at Kennywood or wherever that is. It's kind of like that, fun. But it was but the wait was really long, like I said. And then we got in line for test track and got in a convertible, and it went 60 miles an hour on a curve. It was so cool because it said like on this like thingamabobber on your thing like how fast you're going, because it like goes outside and you got a really nice breeze, which felt so good. But I was tired, so we went back and went to bed. Well, even if I wasn't, we were gonna go back anyways because things are starting to close. So day 5. We are going to Animal Kingdom. Nice. We get there. I get a wilderness handbook and tried to get badges. I learned the secret handshake. I saw the tree of life. We saw an animal skull. This is just a quick summary. We rode on a safari. It's pretty simple, this thing, but we saw cool animals like an okapi. We found fish in a waterfall. I searched, if you couldn't already tell, I have my epics, well not now, but my Star Wars shirt that has like the characters across it. We found fish in a waterfall, I said that. I searched for a pretend animal for my book and I earned a badge. We went to a petting zoo and there were just animals wandering around. The pig was kind of like, it seems like someone put gel in his fur, because like when you petted him it felt like spiky, like my hair is sometimes, because when I put like gel in it, like you can feel the like thing. That's what it felt like on the pig. Next we learned how to draw a Disney character at this drawing thing. It was Timon from The Lion King. This is my drawing. Yeah, I'm not gonna Then we rode a dinosaur ride. We watched A Bug's Life and learned that a termite mound can be 40 feet tall. By the way, on this, I like lost, because I was kind of drifting away from my focus, and then like I looked at him and he was way ahead, so I had to hurry up and draw it, and like catch up to his steps. We watched A Bug's Life and learned that okay, I said that. We ate at a character buffet and met Goofy, Donald, Mickey, and Daisy. They were like all in their like explorers thing. They were dressed up as explorer people, still with the Star Wars. I played the drums. I think this is day 6 actually. We went inside a gift shop and on the way to the hotel. Oh yeah, this is still day 5, I'm pretty sure. And bought more pins, a key, a chain, and a magnet. I am excited for tomorrow because I want to ride Rise of the Resistance, a Star Wars ride. I have a Star Wars shirt on. There's the characters if you want to pause it and look at it. It's a really good shirt. Day 6. We are going to Hollywood Studios. I am so excited. We got there and got in line for Rise of the Resistance. It took about an hour and 45 minutes, and then we got on the ride. Rise of the Resistance wait was about equivalent to the plane ride. It took about as long as the plane ride to Disney, which pretty long. But it's not too bad. It was worth it. Before we got on, we had to go through the Dark Side's base. The stormtroopers were looking around to make sure no good guys are invading their thing. The ride was awesome, 5-star ratings. It was based off the last 3 movies. I'm pretty sure like The Last Skywalker, The Rise, the last 3 movies, if you know what that is. We were walking, and all of a sudden we saw Chewbacca and Rey, but I don't know why it's sideways, so I had to like turn the picture. We ate lunch. I had broccoli and spaghetti. there was an AT-AT shooting water. It didn't quite make it to us because there were like these like bars that like you couldn't go past it, but like it was like it didn't really make it to you, and only a few drops from the splash got on you. I got to pilot the Millennium Falcon on a ride, and my mom shot the bad guys. That was really cool. If you see, like, it looks so realistic. You're like in a simulator that shakes, and it seems like you're actually on the ship. 5-star ratings. I'd give it a 10 if that it went that far, but really nice. Really fun. We rode Star Tours, and it was super fun. C-3PO was the pilot, and R2-D2 was on the ride, on the wall when we were in line. I'd say this was probably one of my favorite, like, amusement things in Disney. Like, there's Epcot, Magic Kingdom. I'd say this one's probably my favorite, one of my favorites. I like all of them, honestly. We watched the Indiana Jones show. Me and my dad had a Star Wars fight, not actually, just we're pretending. We rode Toy Story Mania. That was awesome, like all the other rides. We saw Woody. We rode Mickey and Minnie's Runaway Railway. We watched Muppets 3D and a Disney short film called Vacation Fun. We went through Star Wars shops too. There was a stormtrooper. We rode Toy Story Mania, where you try to shoot as many points as you can. We rode it 3 times. We rode Slinky Dog Dash, which was really fun. Day 7, we are going to Epcot around the countries. Now we go to Epcot twice. The one to explore like the rides and stuff, and the next like just to explore things and eat. And the other ones where we go around the countries because there's different countries there. First we met Minnie, then went to Canada first. We went to France. We did Morocco along with other countries. Japan was my favorite. There was a mime show, and I was picked from the audience. He was surprised that I could actually juggle, because he was like pretending like I couldn't juggle, and then he gave me the balls, and everyone was laughing, and then I juggled, and everyone was like, "Wah! Whoa!" I almost fell backwards. Okay. I met Mulan. We had Chinese for lunch. Really good. It was actually like, because actually, if you didn't already know, General Tso's is American version of something else they have in China. But this one was actually more like Chinese, like actually what they'd eat in China. And like all like the buildings were like set up so it was like if you're just walking in actual China, because like the signs were in Chinese, but you could still tell what was in there, because like there were like. Because like there was the door, and then I don't even think there was a door to the Chinese one, but I am Mexican now because there was a huge thing, whatever you call it. We rode Spaceship Earth, really fun, and that is how I became a surgeon. You had to at the end operate this person like and put the organs in his body the way like the parts. We also did the painting scavenger hunt, where you can find a specific painting at each country with figment on it. And that was my, I picked Mickey for the painting thing. I still haven't painted it. I forgot about that. Well, maybe sometime later today. Then something big happened. I don't remember what this is. I'm kind of excited to see what it is. When we went to Hollywood Stews, oh wow, this is long. The other day, we saw mystery Star Wars figurines at the store getting out of Star Tours, but we were in a hurry to get off the fast pass. So I thought we wouldn't what's it say? I can't read it. Again, but we saw it at Epcot. Oh yeah, because there's this Star Wars things that my dad said we could get it another time, and we thought that we would never see it again, and we did. So we bought 2 for $20, and I got Kylo Ren. The last day, yeah, I wasn't too thrilled, but it was still a pretty good day. We went to Magic Kingdom again. Probably no matter, usually the last day's not too thrilling. It's still good to go because it's, still fun, but it's not a very good thought thinking that it's your last day there. But I was satisfied. We rode a ferry to Magic Kingdom. We could see the castle in the distance. But the thing about making a slideshow is you can just go to Disney anytime you want and just scroll through the slideshow and be like, oh yeah, that was so fun. I'm enjoying this. We were waiting in line to meet Minnie and Daisy, and my dad was playing Woodoku on his phone. Yeah, we were trying to see who could get the higher score on that, and I'm like, yes, I beat you, hoo-hoo. And then I look at his score. No, he's beating me. I met Daisy first, then Minnie. Disney was celebrating the 50th anniversary. That was interesting. I forgot there was a lot of things just for the 50th anniversary. There was a 50th anniversary parade and this fun stuff. There were 50s all over Disney, even on the castle. Yeah, there were a big 50 that on the middle of the castle, on the side. I learned that bananas are the most popular fruit. I think that was one of the things we have to do. We had to type in the slideshow or whatever we were doing. You could do a notebook and you had to write down or type in what is something that you learned on day 7. We rode Peter Pan Flight. It felt like you were in a dream. We ate lunch. I'm pretty sure I was the one I got the apple slices, orange, and pizza, I'm pretty sure. Yeah, I'm pretty sure that's what I got. I don't remember. But we rode Big Thunder Mountain Railroad again. Yeah, I wasn't looking at the camera, but yeah, because she took a lot of pictures, and at the time I wasn't too thrilled because she took the pictures, but then at the end, if this gets a lot of views, I'll thank her. And it's a small world, and our last ride of our trip was riding Seven Dwarfs Mine Train again to end off our trip. And to end our trip, we met Mickey Mouse on our way out. The next day, we leave to go to our airport. We wait for 3.5 hours for our plane to arrive. This is out the window. It's kind of odd how you have to wait longer for your plane to arrive than it is to go across half the country. The going up and down. Mickey thinks it is cool. Those are the clouds. Not the best picture, but still decent one. We arrived to Pittsburgh. We drive to eat dinner and go home. It was an awesome trip. I would definitely go again. The end. So yeah, thanks for watching, guys. If you enjoyed it, please make sure to leave a like and subscribe, and we'll see you in the next video.